Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Chaffee here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Wholesale Holiday Lighting by Giannini at 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst. And they have everything with regards to holiday lighting that you need. And it's not just Christmas, by the way. It's all the seasons, St. Patrick's Day, the colors of Valentine's Day, Easter, etc., etc. They are your decorating specialists, meeting all your holiday decorating needs. 631-957-5106, the website liholidaylighting.com, and brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware. And they are, of course, getting ready for spring, which is underway, and they've got mulch, topsoil, the front loaders and the dump trucks are all doing their thing here, moving stuff around. So head to Omni True Value Hardware for whatever it is you need to take care of your yard. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, 631-756-1125. Best prices in town, omnitruevalue.com. Beautiful day here, and once we got those low clouds, if you look at the satellite loop, you can see how the low clouds cover much of the coastal areas, not so much the inland areas, but the coastal areas during the overnight and morning hours. And of course, once the sun gets high enough in the sky and the onshore flow isn't too strong, which it isn't really today, those low clouds disappear in a hurry. But there are a couple of features I do want to point out that are important here. One is the storm system that is now moving through the Central Plains and eventually heading up toward the Great Lakes. And you can see the arm that extends southward down into the Gulf states. And we're seeing the possibility of severe weather out of this, which we'll get to in a second. But take a look at what's off the East Coast. We've had this low that has been kind of swirling away there. There's not really a whole lot to it, but we do have a heavier cloud cover down to the south in Virginia and North Carolina, and we still have this high that is out to the east. So the onshore flow is going to get a bit more important tonight and for Wednesday, and then that low is it's not going to strengthen any, but it is going to wind up lifting northward as the storm system in the Great Lakes moves on to the east. Here's the radar at midday. You see that swirl of showers down extending through Illinois, western Kentucky, western Tennessee, and then you get some heavier showers and some thunderstorms starting to fire up across parts of Louisiana. Looks like a nice little organized line there that is taking shape. And the Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk of severe weather and actually has a small area of slight risk in southeast Louisiana and also a small area of marginal risk up in northern Missouri. Over the next couple of days, for tomorrow, Wednesday, into Thursday morning, marginal to slight risk from northeast and east Texas across Louisiana into Mississippi with that small area of slight risk, southern Arkansas, western Mississippi, northeast Louisiana. And then on Thursday into Friday, we have a rather large area of slight and enhanced risk of severe weather in Alabama, Mississippi, southeastern Arkansas, northeastern Louisiana. Remember last week we had that round of severe weather in this same area. So it looks like they're going to get it again. And as often happens in weather, the trend is your friend. So we'll have to see if this is going to be one of those years where you get repeat severe weather episodes in almost the same area every time we get a storm system to move out to the east. And of course, that's where your concentration of heavy rain is down in the Gulf states. Meanwhile, here in the Northeast, and this is going to come with 2 rounds of precipitation and then maybe something more important later on Sunday. So when you add it up all together, we've got 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. New Jersey, western New Jersey, 3/4 of an inch to an inch, inch and a quarter from eastern Jersey on up into southern and central New England. A little bit of a lighter area, southern and south central Pennsylvania down into Maryland and in northern Virginia of a quarter to 1/2 an inch. Out in the Rockies, we continue to see snow issues and some heavy precip, especially in the mountains west of Denver and also on up into the Pacific Northwest. And this is where the WPC folks see the probability. I put up the probability of at least 2 inches, and it covers pretty much all of the Rockies from New Mexico on northwestward into Montana and Idaho, and also some heavier snows in parts of Washington and Oregon. And if I just up the numbers to 4 inches, you see where the blue is mostly 50% chance or higher of at least 4. So we'll take a look at what the new GFS is doing this afternoon as we run this by and take a look at the waves of precip that we're going to see. First off, for the rest of today, obviously, it's a good-looking day. And we've got the low that's off the North Carolina coast. Again, very weak, but because of that storm up in the Great Lakes and that big arm that's kind of lifting up and around, we're probably going to see more moisture from this tonight and tomorrow in the form of clouds, and even maybe some showers and perhaps even a heavier downpour, not impossible in some places, Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. This is the GFS depiction of the radar. The good news out of this is that the wind turns southwest on Thursday, and we get rid of the onshore flow, so that might allow temperatures to make a run for 70, depending on how much cloud cover we have. I think that's going to be the big question. How much cloud cover do we have? That will whether that holds temperatures down or not. And here comes the next low. And of course, this low in western Tennessee is going to be the severe weather producer across the central Gulf states on Thursday. And that low runs up to the northeast, up into southern Illinois, and then eventually heads over into upstate New York. We may see some showers with that Thursday night into Friday morning, quick round as that front goes by. And then Friday, we could be seeing another day with temperatures at 70 or better with a westerly breeze. So Friday might be the day that even coastal areas see some warm temperatures, especially if we get a fair amount of sun. We may clear out rather quickly from this system as it moves away to the northeast. And also, the gradient is pretty tight here, so it will be a rather windy, warm day. Chillier air will come in Friday night into Saturday. Saturday's highs will be back into the 60s or upper 50s to mid 60s. And then we'll look ahead to Sunday, where we have another cold front approaching and a chance for some showers Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. So of the 2 weekend days, obviously Saturday is going to be the better of the 2 weekend days. And then it turns dry and a little bit on the chilly side for the first part of next week. So we're pretty much in spring mode here. Everything seems to be moving along. As long as we don't get a really strong high to the northeast where we have this endless marine flow and days of gloom and doom, we'll have 2 days, let's call it 2 days on, 1 day off as far as good weather is concerned. So I'm going to just jump ahead because tomorrow's going to be in the 50s. Obviously, we're in the 50s along the immediate coast today, even some 40s in cool spots. But as far as Thursday is concerned, just going to backtrack here. You can see Thursday again. How much sun do we get? Low to mid 70s across southern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, down into Maryland and Virginia, near 70 up around New York City, low 70s up into southern New England. And then Friday, with that west wind and sunshine, we should see temperatures again trying to move up into the 70s. In fact, from central New Jersey on southward, it could easily be mid to upper 70s. You'll notice it is a little bit cooler, but still well up into the 60s on up into southern New England. Weather in 5, brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, where spring is the theme now. So if you're a landscaper or you're just trying to take care of your house, get your landscaping stuff, mulch, topsoil, gravel, and more. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, 631-756-1125. The website omnitruevalue.com. And wholesale holiday lighting by Giannini at 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst. Your complete holiday lighting specialist, meeting all your decorating needs, no matter what the holiday. And give them a call if you want to do this as a business, 631-957-5106. So enjoy the afternoon as sunshine tends to dominate. Although if you're right along the coast here on Long Island, it does feel a little bit like a refrigerator with the wind off the ocean, but nonetheless, it is a sunny day. And the Joe and Joe Weather Show coming up tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time. So be sure to tune in for that.